just made myself a caramel latte. Granddaughter has gone out for the afternoon because she's staying with me for a few days. So I thought I'd come up and play I've got a couple of hours before she comes back home. So I'm using the new digi kit, A Vintage Floral. I haven't planned this at all. I just started playing and thought, do you know what, I might as well just record it. So I got a piece of that, bits on it, that gold pearlised paper that I was working with the other day. Might have been yesterday. Who knows? Because I ain't got a clue. I printed the kit off and I forgot that I'd left the vellum paper in the printer. So some of the pages are printed off on vellum. So I'm going to use them. I've just cut out this page into 3 separate sections. The obvious choice is to make a tag. But I thought, do you know what? I don't want to do that. So I've cut I've cut the 3 images out, but I've cut 2 and inked up the edges and stitched around, and I've ripped one of the vellum pages, one of the background pages, and I thought about putting it on the front there because I thought about making this into a long booklet, but I need to trim it off, but we'll do that in a minute. So I want to trim this down to size first because I want a bit of a border. So let's see, about there maybe, about there. And then that can sit on top of that. Yeah. Okay, glue. Bit of glue. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put glue around the 4 sides, but I'm not going to do it near the edge, so that it sort of remains a bit loose. And this glue is coming out a bit fast, so then it just adds a little bit of texture then, doesn't it? So that will sit on there like that. Oh, my glue's a squidging. We're all right there. And then we'll add a bit of glue on the back of that. And this one I'm going to put close to the edge. Pull them strings out, Rod. And that can sit on there. And then that'll weight that down a bit. Now I can see what height I want it to be. About there. So I could do a couple of those now. Oh, coffee dyed paper, tea dyed paper. There we go. Let's put 3 of these in. 1, 2, 3. I make a big batch up at the beginning of the year. It's one of the little chores I set myself. I make a batch of tea dyed paper and a batch of coffee dyed paper and a batch of avocado dyed paper. So at least now I'm building up a bit of stash, so that when I start making journals, at least I've got, a bit that way around. At least I've got a collection of stuff all ready to go. Right, so 1, 2, 3. Johnny caught a flea, put it in his pocket, and he had it for his tea. It's funny now, we were doing this yesterday, me and Scarlett, started singing silly rhymes, childhood rhymes, and she knew the words. She's only just turned 13 and she knew the words. Okay, so I want to clip that off a bit smaller than that. Bit of a dint. A paper trimmer. I was looking on Airbnb yesterday, so I was thinking of going away for a couple of nights, and I found a Harry Potter themed room Airbnb, and I thought, oh, do you know what? Quite fancy that. It was quite reasonably priced as well. I never know. I might treat myself. Might. But I know that my other granddaughter Alicia, she's like a massive Harry Potter fan. She'd be well miffed if I went without her. So that might be an option to not tell her. Because she'll be dead disappointed if I don't take her. I think what I might have to do, this isn't very strong. Ooh, it's dimpled my paper. Let's hope that dries flat. I might have to put some tape down here, because it's not going to support the stitching. So this might just give it a little bit of extra support and not tear the paper. Tell you what, past couple of days have been really warm here, and for us here in Britain anyway, and it's been a little bit unbearable for me, so I don't like the heat. Don't do my chest no good. And the thing is, by middle of the afternoon, it starts over there, right, the sun rises over there in the corner of my craft room, and by mid-afternoon it's over here, right in front of my window. So it gets really bright here in the afternoon, and then of course it gets really hot. Just going to do a 3-hole, I think. 1, 2, 3. Normally it'd be real good and I'd clip all these together, but I'm not being good today. Come on, find each of those holes, please. There we go. See, look, because my papers slip if I don't clip them. Oh, that was good. Found that one real easy. Tug them in. Oh, that's a point. I need to work out a closure. Don't always think of these things, do you? Come on, scissors. Cut. That's quite a cute little notebook, isn't it? I wonder. If I put a little gold bar there, stick that across the back. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let me just think. Hang on. I want rounded edges. Okay. Little gold bar. Can just sit there long enough to go over the top of that. So yeah, so I've got no preconceived ideas of what I was going to do. I just thought, sod it, let's just have a little bit of a play. Okay. A little dab of glue there. And there. And that can sit like that. And that can sit under there. Going the other way a minute, hang on. There we go. Then bend it round to the back. Put a little line of glue there. I said little. Little monkey. I will just hold that one in place. Little line of glue on there. I said little, come on. Didn't say none, and I didn't say masses. Just a little bit. There we go. Now I've got a little bit of a belly band on the back now, so I can put stuff behind that. And then let's push that out of there. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Might put a little pocket there because it's a bit bubbly. We'll see. We'll see. Ooh, leftover paper. Just a little place to store a couple of odds and sods. And I'm cutting that one narrower. That'll do, won't it? I think by the time the glue's dried out as well, it'll look a lot nicer. Yeah, I don't mind that. That's a little something made. Okay. Coffee. I don't very often drink coffee. I'm more of a tea girl. But I got these sachets of caramel latte, and really they're a bit too sweet, but I think I add a little button on each end there. What could I do next? Ooh, actually, let's make, oh, take the tape off there, Carol. Let's make a little matchbook. Let's trim that bit off, flip that bit up. Right, what we got? Maybe them. Maybe them. They're too small. Maybe that. That fits. Let's use that. I feel like I want to add some extra texture though. Well, I know what I can do. I know what I can do. So that could go on there. It wants some texture behind it. And then maybe that one. I'm just thinking I could cut out that little border there. Yeah, let's do that. That looks pretty. Right, so I just need something to put underneath that. Ooh. This was one of the ones I printed on vellum that I didn't mean to. I always forget. Rip it, Carol, rip it. So once my 30 minutes is up, because that's all my phone will allow me to store before it goes, oh no, sorry love, can't do no more. Depending where I'm at, I might come back and do another one of these. Just carry on recording whilst I'm playing. Oh yeah, look at that look. Perfecto. Okay, put that down somewhere, put glue on the back, put glue on. Ink it, Carol. Just because there's a little bit of a black edge showing where I didn't quite cut it out right. How many minutes am I on? Hang on a minute, let me have a look. Oh, poor old bones. Oh, 20 minutes. Put glue on the back of there instead of on there. Oh, I'm going to have to put it on there. when I come to glue it to the matchbook, you daft moo. Okay. Do you know, if anyone walked in my house now, they'd be like, she's talking to herself. I don't realise I'm talking to all of you guys. Okay. Bit glue on the back of that. So just a basic matchbook. But it all adds to the stash, doesn't it? And that was as straight as a donkey's hind leg. Okay, so that's that bit. Here's them bits of coffee tea dye paper I've got left. In fact, I'm borrowing you back. Let's do it that way. To rip it about there. So I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. Let's do that one. And then that gets rid of them. That width. Okay. Do a little staple. Put that little border on. Glue. Trim off them bits. Simple but pretty. Yeah, liking that. I think it needs a little something else. I love scalloped lace because it just gives a real pretty little edge to something. Maybe across the bottom. Something of lace there. Oh yes, I like that. Okay, we'll cut you off there. I need to trim you a little bit. Fabric glue, and then it'll help to cover over the back of that staple as well. Just got to wait for half an hour now for glue to get to the bottom of the nib. Just bear with. Let's try that. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Yeah. So it just shows you that if you get a little digital kit in front of you and just set yourself a timer of 30 minutes, you can make a couple of things. And then you're not sat there going like, oh, I'm bored. You know, like the grandkids do, or your kids. How about that? Push that lot out of the way. Little booklet, little matchbook in 30 minutes. I need to look at my buttons. Hang on a minute. Yeah, I think if I need to look for some smaller buttons. Might add just a couple of little buttons on there. Got me little personalised buttons. Could even turn them upside down. Oh yeah, like that. My liking. I've got another button there, look, a green one. That's pretty. Anyway, we'll see. I keep wanting to save this. Right, I'm going to go and turn my baked potatoes off and load this video up. And I might come back and do another one in a little bit. Alright, thanks for joining me. Oh, better put me in shot, hadn't I, so you can see. Right, thanks for joining me. See you again soon. Bye.